member for Edmonton Millwoods.
Mr. Speaker, the Liberal created immigration application backlog is at over 2 million applications. People waiting to reunite with family, their spouses, children, parents, waiting for work permits, waiting for health care. And now we find out that tens of thousands of these applications were actually sent to immigration officers that don't even exist. These are people that haven't worked for Immigration Canada in years. So these applications are just sitting there. Nobody's been working on them. Mr. Speaker, who's going to explain this incompetence and apologize and fix this mess?
The Honourable Minister of Immigration.
Speaker, I'd like to offer clarity to those families who are seeking to be reunited and those workers who are seeking economic opportunity in Canada. We are going to process every case in our inventory. With respect to the honourable member's allegation, I can reassure people that the issue of codes for inactive employees is simply a reflection of the way we manage the inventory. Every single case is attached to a code that has been sent to a relative processing facility. Mr. Speaker, while I'm on my feet, I'm pleased to share that earlier this month, we have set a record for the largest number of newcomers ever settled in Canada. This is good news for Canada, good news for our economy, and great news for our communities.
The member for Edmonton Millwoods.
Mr. Speaker, there's another example of how Canadians are having to pay for their incompetence, their mistakes, their mismanagement. To them, it's just codes, but these are real families behind these applications, people waiting to reunite with loved ones, waiting for health care, and yet they're making more announcements. So you can tell me, please, I'm asking them now, how are they going to fix this mess of all these applications that have just been sitting there while people are waiting for their lives to continue? Who's going to apologize for these applications?
The Honourable Minister of Immigration.
Member's allegation that files are resting with officers who do not exist is unequivocally false. We will process every one of those applications. I'm pleased to share, Mr. Speaker, that as a result of the investments we've made to hire more than 1,250 people, to embrace technological solutions, and to relax administrative procedures, we have in the last few months alone reduced the number of cases in our inventory by more than 300,000. That's more than 300,000 people in the last few months that are now reunited with families, that are here making a difference in our communities, helping support our local economy. We are the party that's going to continue to support newcomers because we believe it serves the national interest and it's the right thing to do.
The Honourable Member for Charlebourg-Saint-Charles. Mr. Speaker, the Department of Immigration transferred more than 59,000 immigration files to 779 former employees who are inactive, and some of them haven't even worked for the department since 2006. The worst part of this entire matter is that it seems like no one on the Liberal side seems to care. Even the Minister doesn't seem to think it's serious. Will the Minister apologize to the thousands of family who are waiting for their turn?
The honourable colleague suggests the Minister doesn't think it's serious. The Minister doesn't think it's true. The allegation that they are making on the floor of the House of Commons simply belies the facts of the situation. When officers leave IRCC, we maintain their codes so we can trace who touched employees' files. It's a responsible thing to do, and we convert the purpose of those codes to make sure that the files actually go to where they are going to be processed. We're going to continue to do what we can to reduce the number of cases in our inventory. We've seen immense progress, reducing it by more than 300,000 in the last few months alone, and just this month we have set a record for the largest number of newcomers ever resettled in this country, and that's a positive thing.
The Honourable Member for Charlebourg-Saint-Charles. If I've understood correctly, Mr. Speaker, the Minister seems to be saying that CBC is promoting fake news because this week we talked about 59,000 files transferred to these employees that are no longer there, and also CBC also warned that there were issues, and they said they've never heard about anything. And then at the Mentor's office, there are many requests. People don't know what's happening. The Department of Immigration is not on the right track. Can the Minister apologize, or at least say he is sorry to those who are waiting, who have been waiting for years, many of them? The Honourable Minister.
Every person who's got an application in the system that they can expect their case to be processed in accordance with the laws of Canada. I can thank the honourable colleagues of this House who've actually supported some of the measures that boosted the funding available to process cases more quickly because it's having a serious and positive impact. This month we have set the record for the largest number of newcomers ever settled in this country. Over the past few months we have reduced the number of cases in our backlogs by more than 300,000. We are back to the service standard we enjoyed before the pandemic for study permits already. Early in the year, we will achieve the same for work permits. We are on the right track. We're going to continue to make the necessary investments to get people into our communities because it's good for our communities and good for Canada.